Good evening, and I hope your Monday was as bright and also as interesting as mine would have been. A day where we have seen the rush to beat the deadline to submit the political party's final nomination list. These have been the events that have actually characterized this 21st day of January. But moving away from that, we all have counties that we come from. And those counties will be under specific leadership of specific people. We're talking about from governors to senators to women representatives, county reps. Some of us may have participated in what was to be termed as the battle before the real battle, that is the nomination exercise. But do you really know the role of each and every one of these leaders? Talking about the governors and the senators. Tonight, I'm hosting a first of a kind, the senators who will seeking to become the first senator of the expansive, fertile, very competitive bedrock of the central politics. This is the expansive Nyeri County. And gentlemen with me in studio have a wealth of experience when it comes to their own specific disciplines. They have been active in the various sectors. They know their county in and out. And they'll be telling us just what plans do they have for their county if elected to be the first governor, or rather the first senator of Nyeri County. This is the Nyeri Senatorial debate, if you like to call it. My name is Chege Karaoke, and the number as always is 7585. Keep sending us your comments and questions to those numbers, and I'll be engaging three gentlemen who are saying they have what it takes to become the first senator of Nyeri County. And without wasting much further time, let's get to hear what they have to say, and let's get to hear what are their plans, ambitions, and strategies for Nyeri County. Gentlemen, karibuni sana. Good to have you in studio. I must say, when I sit with three gentlemen like you, I feel like I'm sitting with sharks who have a lot of knowledge, and I really have to be very careful what I say, engaging with very bright and intelligent people. I'll start with you, Motahi. Very briefly, you could introduce yourself for the people of Nyeri and the rest of Kenya to know you and why you opted to go for the senator's position.
Thank you. Good evening, viewers. As you said, my name is Mutahi Kagwe. That's the first thing I should say by way of introduction. I was the Member of Parliament for Mukurweini and the Minister for Information and Communications until the 2007 elections. And since then, I've been in business. I've also been the chairman of the Multimedia University Council. Okay. So I've still been doing something for the government. And yes, with that kind of experience and with that kind of background and with the determination and vision that I have for the county, I do believe that I will make a very good first senator for Nyeri County.
Do you feel you're the right man for this job?
Absolutely, no doubt about it. I do that, and I'm sure probably my colleagues do the same as well. All
right. Job. Maybe introduce yourself to the rest of Kenya and other people of Nyeri.
Yes, sir. My name is Job Karithi. I am from Nyeri, right about Teto area. And I'm an air scientist. My line is aviation and air technologies. And a lot of people know me as having been very involved in coffee sector, wanting the last government, not this one, the government between 2002 and 2007 to change the Coffee Act. I am actually now involved in organic shift.
Okay.
And we got some beautiful fertilizers. We're teaching farmers. I'm running with the Farmers Party because we're teaching farmers how to maximize. And not just that, we're teaching on organic shift. Not just that, we're teaching on air technologies. We're teaching on global warming, climate change. We bring in concepts like carbon credits to the farmers, and all those beautiful value additions to the farmers. So tonight, farmers from Nyeri, this is a beautiful time for all of us to debate, talk to each other, and of course, you can be able to see who will be able to be a good senator for you. Thank you.
Do you feel you're the right man for the job?
I absolutely feel good. I absolutely feel that Nyeri could not be any more lucky to have me than to have me as their senator. Right. And I'm ready for the job.
Right. Finally, man, I mean, you gentlemen don't need any introduction, but for the sake of people who may have don't know you or may have forgotten about you, just introduce yourself, Dr.
Thank you, Chege. Good evening, viewers all over the country and more particularly in Nyeri. For those, as Chege has said, who may have forgotten who this particular gentleman is. My name is Chris Murungaro. I have been a member of parliament for Kieni constituency for 2 terms until the 2007 general election. I am currently the Secretary General of Democratic Party of Kenya, of which I was a founder member, actually founder member number 12 in 1992. I am currently, apart from being the Secretary General of Democratic Party and doing all that entails, I'm also a businessman. I am a farmer, and I have a passion of breeding high quality dairy cattle of the Holstein breed. I have been involved in the politics of Nyeri County since 1991, and I have since that time gathered a wealth of experience and knowledge about the county, and I have absolutely no doubt that I am the one who is uniquely positioned to be the first senator of Nyeri County during this transition period.
Okay, you're ready for the job? Do you feel you're the right man?
Absolutely ready.
You use the word uniquely. You use the word, it would not have been better if you were not there. It is much even better we are there. Mutahi, you say you have no doubt whatsoever and you're ready for the job.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, Nyeri is in your hands. First and foremost, your work primarily will be more of legislative roles. And people outside there really want to know. For example, if we could start basically by the young people, the youth of this country. We have seen over and over again, let's talk about drug and illicit brew abuse that has taken a toll on the productivity of the young people. In this specific county, Mutahi, if we could start with you. What are your plans? What missions do you have to ensure that the youth in this county become empowered?
Well, I think we have to come from why is it so? Why is the situation the way it is? Why are youth unempowered, as it were? And I think that if you come down to it and you think about it, the reason is clear. These people are jobless. It is not that people want to go and hang out in the shopping centers. It is not that our young people want to be unempowered. They want to be empowered. But I think that it starts from job creation. And by job creation for the youth, what we are talking about is we have an opportunity now as a county in Nyeri and elsewhere in the 47 counties of this republic. We have an opportunity to make decisions that can be able to create jobs for our people. As senator, working working together with the legislature and working together with the governor of the day, it is possible for us now to do to work in various sectors of our economy to create jobs for these people. For example, we talked about agriculture and value adding in agriculture. We export our jobs, you know, through ngunias. When we pack our coffee and we put it in a ngunia and send it away in that state, we have just exported jobs to people out there who are going to pack that coffee, who are going to put it in tins, and who are going to sell it. So that we must stop. By value adding in our agriculture, value adding in vegetables, value adding in tea, we will create jobs for these people. But in addition to that, we must realize that we cannot rely only on farming, you know, to move our economy forward. We must rely on farming, yes, because the opportunity exists, and we are a farming community. But I think we must also transform our community from not just a farming community to a knowledge community, you know, a knowledge-based, knowledge and service-based economy. And by so doing, it is quite possible for us to create enough jobs for our people. And I'm of the view that it is indeed possible for us to create not just enough jobs for our people in Nyeri, we can also, you know, we are also part of Kenya. And I see a situation where it will be possible for us to create jobs even for people outside the county who can come and work within the county. So you want to address the youth issue? Get them jobs.
Bottom line.
Bottom
you have
line.
to get them jobs.
Bottom line.
Job. What do you have to say?
I agree. Jobs. My view of looking at youth employment starts with finding a way to unlock our potential. One of them is the clean technologies within us. How much forestry is in Nyeri? How much agroforestry is in Nyeri? Can we start from there? Can we first gain the first fruits? Can we even calculate our first carbon credits to begin with, community carbon credits? I'll tell you what, India is very populated. So is China, South Africa, Brazil. These countries have realized that human resources are the most needed resources to do development. In their case, they have unleashed some of their potentials which come from air technologies. A good example is, supposing we were able to calculate the amount of carbon tied within us. That's a quick one. We gain in stable, sustainable income.
But after the youth even understand all these concepts?
Oh, absolutely. In Tetu, in the year 2009, Major Morogo, the late Major Morogo, God bless him, gave us some money to calculate the biomass. In fact, we did so well, but unluckily when he died, the one who came in blocked it. Now, I looked at it as if it was political. They did not understand that really this earth is moving onto a green economy. The green economy not only gives you what you're growing, but also gives you an incentive or another commodity out of the environmental part. Okay. A good example also is we have come up with a fertilizer that is now being used a lot in Nyeri. It's called biodeposit. This fertilizer comes from freshwater lakes. When you use it, you actually do not have emissions of nitrous oxide. That is a very lethal greenhouse gas that gives you a lot of carbon credits. When the county like Nyeri, as big as it is, and as agrarian as it is, starts gaining on some of those things, you're talking billions right there, and pretty much ahead.
So now, you're looking at creating jobs in the agricultural sector, which is predominantly your undertaking.
We start with environment. Okay. Agriculture, it's what you call climate smart agriculture. We start with climate smart agriculture, bring in agriculture that is of higher quality, then bring in the element, another commodity, the carbon credit. When you combine the two of them, you're winning. An acre of land could gain you 10,000 Kenya shillings per month for 60 years out of just removing nitrous oxide emissions, which comes from fertilizers like NPK, DAP, CAN. Right. So it's possible that Nyeri could actually be gaining and leading in the entire country in climate smart agriculture.
Dr.